All of you, welcome back once again to one of the advanced Solana Token Creator DApp in which you're going to make money when the user will create token. It has multiple features like revoke authority, mint authority, freeze authority, and manage authority. So let me give you a complete walkthrough that what exactly we have developed and what exactly you're going to build and how the entire application exactly going to work. Once the user will come back to our application, this is what exactly they will see. On the left hand side, we'll find all the menus, all the options which we are providing to our user like create, overview, my token, transaction history, token authority, manage authority, revoke authority, metadata viewer. Then we have our logo section. You can simply replace. On the top bar, we have our header. From here, you can able to control between the devnet and mainnet. So you can simply click here and you can switch back to the mainnet. There, every single thing would be changed and it's 100% dynamic. So all the transaction which I'm going to show you in this video is going to be on the devnet. Here you can able to find the data about the fetching from the blockchain in every this millisecond. From here you can able to control the light and dark mode. From here you can click and you can connect and disconnect your wallet. So you can simply copy, you can simply change your wallet if you want, and it's going to open the phantom wallet, but I want to keep phantom. And from here you can able to disconnect. So this is what the user will see. So they can simply click on this select wallet and click on this phantom wallet, and here they are connected with the wallet. They can see their fund, and right now we are charging 0.05 sol when the user will create their token, so we can make the money, and this particular fund will go straight away to your wallet address. That's the one section we have. The next section we have is the token viewer. From there, user can keep the information about the token which they have created, like website URL, Twitter, Telegram, Discord, GitHub, and they can give the roadmap and they can save it. So once they will save, they can come back here in the save overview, and from there you can able to delete and see all the data. So this is the data which I have set for the token. That's all I can able to find. If I want to delete, I can simply delete this one. That's the token overview section. The next one we have is the my token section. So the moment you will connect your wallet, is going to fetch out all the token which you have in your wallet address, and that's all you will find, including the balance, all of the data which you will find. So it's going to fetch out all the token which you have in your wallet address. That's all you can able to see. The next one we have is the transaction history, and from here you can able to manage and see all the transaction which you have done on Solana blockchain. So currently I have done all of this transaction with the help of DevNet, and that's all you can able to find. You can simply click and you can able to view the transaction on the Solana Explorer. That's all the transaction which you will find. But we are displaying the top recent 10 transaction. The next one we have is the token authority. So if you click here, and from here you can able to manage the authority. So if you want to check the authority of the token, you can simply give the address and it's going to give you the detail which I will show you. And from here you can able to mint the token and the quantity. And from here you can able to freeze any token which you don't allow them to perform the transaction and transfer and buying the token. So you can freeze any particular wallet address. I'll show you everything in action, just wait. The next one we have is the manage authority. From here you can able to transfer the authority of a particular token to any particular address. For example, account A has the authority of freezing and minting. So if I want to provide the account B of these two authorities, so I can simply transfer that. I can give my address of the token and I can give the address of the user where I want to transfer the authority. So I can do that very easily. The next one we have is the revoke authority. So this particular feature is the advanced feature we have included in the project. So if you want to revoke the authority from the token, like freezing authority and minting authority, so you can simply give the token address. Minting and revoking, you can simply call the function and you can revoke that particular feature. The next one we have is the token metadata, and from here you can able to view all the token which you have created, and this one is a dynamic one. So based on the address, it will be automatically get filtered. So you can able to find that how many token you have created. You can simply copy this one and you can easily able to explode and perform the transaction, which I will show you. The next one we have is the metadata viewer, and this will allow you to view the details about the token. So if I come back to my search history, there you will find all the token which I have done the search. So you can simply select and you can able to have the details about the token which you have done the search, and it's coming from our actual chain. So I can come back to my token metadata and I can simply copy the address, and I can come back to the metadata viewer. I can paste the address and click on this fetch metadata, and it's going to fetch out the details about the token and all the details which I have provided: name, symbol, IPFS URL, authority for update, description, and decimal point, and the image. So that's how you can do the research. You can simply select any one of the token and you can able to have the details. This is the one which I have done the research. So every single thing is looking good. Now let me show you every single thing in action. So we can simply come back here in the create token, and this is the account which I have used and in which I'm going to receive all the fund. So I can use the same account for creating that. In that, we are not charging the fund, but if any other account will create, automatically the fund will be transferred this particular wallet address. So I'm going to show you both the transaction. First, I'm going to create a token with this account with the admin, and the second one is going to be a different account which will pay the fee. First thing, I have to give the name of the token. So I'll say MMMM. This is the name, or MM. I can give a description. So I can simply paste here. So I can simply come back here and I can get the description from here, and I can give the description. And 9 decimal point is the most popular and the common token which you will find on the Solana chain, but you can create any decimal point token. But 9 is the most common one. And from here, I have to upload the image of my logo token. So I'll simply go over this one. I'm going to put my image and I can create on this create token. The moment I will click, it's going to upload the entire document to the IPFS, and then it's going to be passed on to the Solana blockchain with metadata and the detail about the transaction. So here we got this one. I can simply click on this confirm and the transaction is pending. Once the transaction will complete, you will find the token is created successfully. So just a moment, we'll get the confirmation, and here you can see we got the confirmation about the token. This is the minting token address. I can simply copy this one, or this will be automatically saved right up here in our token metadata. So this is the minting authority, this is the IPFS URL, and here we have the money we have paid. It's got omitted because this is the admin. And here we have the minting authority, we have the freezing authority, and we have the update authority. So if I copy the address and I can simply go back here in the metadata viewer, I can paste the address of the token. I can click on this. You will find that this is the token we have created just now. We have provided all of these details. And if you come back to my token, you can able to find the token which you have created just now. This is the one we have created. And if I want to check the authority, I can do that very easily. I can simply come back here. First, let me show you the my token, and here you will find the token which we have created. So this is the one. So you will find the token right up here. Now you can come back to the transaction history, and then you will find all the transaction which you have done. So recently we have done this transaction. It is exact time. I can click on this view on Explorer, and you can able to find the transaction which we have done, and you can able to see that what data we have in this particular transaction. So here we got it. You can able to find the details about the token which we have created. You can see the signature, you can able to see the balance, and here we have multiple authority, the account we have used, the program ID we have generated. You can see we have the RD, and here we have multiple sign from new address. That's all you will find. Here we have multiple authority like freeze authority, mint authority, and we have mint authority, freeze authority, and this is the mint authority we have. So every single thing is dynamic. You can able to find it. Come back here. Now let's come back to token authority. So if I click here, I can give the token address which I have created, and here you will find this is the token we have created just now. Click on this fetch info, and it's going to fetch out the information about this particular token. So currently I hold this particular authority. This is the same account I have used for creating, and I have hold the minting authority and freezing authority. It's a 9 decimal point, and currently we have zero supply of this particular token. So this particular account can mint token. So what I will do, I can simply copy and I can give myself as a recipient, and I can mint the token. Like I want to create this much token supply. You can create more. So I'll click on this mint token, and it's going to make a call, and it's going to open the phantom wallet, and we have to simply confirm the transaction. Once we confirm the transaction, this token would be minted successfully. So we got the confirmation. You can see that we are paying this much gas fee. Click on confirm, and the transaction is in the process. Once the transaction will complete the process, you can able to find that we are minting the token. Click on this confirm, and the transaction would be complete successfully. So we have minted the token, and you can see the balance went up. If you want to mint more, you can simply click here, and it's going to receive the token in your wallet address, and I'm minting. Click on confirm, and the transaction would be complete. So we have minted 1000 more token. That's how you can mint. I hope you have understood. If you want to freeze any token, you can do that very easily. So what I will do, I'm going to simply come back here, and I'm going to use the account number 2. I'll simply copy this one, and I'm going to transfer a couple of token to account number 2, and then I will try to freeze that account, because if the account holds your token, then you only can freeze, otherwise you cannot freeze. So I want to simply do this, and I'm going to mint the token, and it will be transferred to this particular wallet address. So just a moment. Here we are simply calling this confirm, and once the transaction will complete, we have to simply mint. So just a moment. Here we have it. Let's click on this confirm, and the token would be transferred and minted successfully. And finally, we have done with the transfer. It's reflecting fine. If I open my Phantom wallet, you can able to find the token we have created just now. It's MMM. That's the name I have given, the supply which you can see I hold. Now, what I want you to do is I want to simply freeze this particular void address. Freeze this one. If I come back to this particular void, I can show you account number 2. This hold the token 1 million MMM. This is the one we have created. So I want to freeze this one, this account. So let me reload the page. I got it. Now I have to get the token address. So this is the one we have created. Let me copy this one, come back to the token authority. I can simply give the address and see I got the authority and I have the authority to freeze. So I'm going to freeze the account number 2, which hold my token. So I'll simply copy the address and now I can come back here and click on this freeze account. And it's going to make a call and I'm freezing this particular account for performing any transaction because it's hold my token. So just a moment where we are getting the confirmation. Let's click on this confirm. And once the transaction will complete, this account would be freeze. So we have done with the freezing. If you refresh, you can able to find this is the account we have freeze and the balance. Now this account cannot be able to perform the transaction. So if you want to unfreeze this account, you can simply click on this throw and it's going to make a call and you will be unfreeze this account. So it can able to perform the transaction. So here we have unfreeze. You can click on this refresh and right now we don't have any account as a freeze. Hope you have understood. Now what I want to do is I can come back to the next one. I'll copy this one, come back here in the manage authority. So right now I want to change the authority so different user can have the freezing power like account number 2. So first I have to give the address of the token. This is the address. And from here I have to decide which authority I want to transfer from my wallet to any other wallet. So I'll go with the freeze authority and I can simply come back here. I can simply go back to account number 2 and I can simply copy the address. Got it? Now I have to provide the address where I want to transfer the authority. So I'll simply come back here, click on this transfer authority. Is going to make a call and I have to simply click on this confirm. Once the transaction will complete, the authority would be transferred. So we have transferred the authority successfully. Now I can simply copy this one and you can come back to the token authority, paste the address, click on this fetch info. Right now the authority is changed for freezing. So I cannot able to freeze any void address. This account can able to freeze void address. So in the same way, I can transfer the minting authority to this particular one. So let's do that. I can come back here and I can copy the address. Come back here, I can give this and I can pass the minting authority. Come back, I can simply got the address. Let's get it. And let's transfer the minting authority. So I'll simply say transfer authority. And now I can simply come back here, click on this confirm and the transaction is in the process. Once the transaction will complete, the authority would be transferred. So I'll simply copy that one, come back here, paste here and click on this. Right now the authority is transferred. So if I try to mint a token, I'll get an error that I don't hold the authority. I can get this error that I don't have the authority. So this particular account number 1, account number 2 can have the authority for minting. So I can simply come back here, switch back my account and I'm back here. I'll leave a reload and now I can see the authority, come back here, paste, call fetch and have the authority, same account. I can simply able to mint more token. Let's say I want to mint 500 more token. I can click on this mint token and the transaction would be processed and I would be able to mint the token because right now I hold the authority. So you can see we are paying the fee and we have to make one more transaction for minting the token. So just a moment and here we are minting the token. Click on this confirm and the transaction would be complete and the supply will go up to 500. So that's how you can mint the token. I hope you have understood. So in the same way, I can provide the authority back to the user. So I hope you have understood that how you can simply mint the authority and you can mint the token. So we have seen this one. Now let's come back to the manage authority, which we have seen how we can transfer that and receive it. Now we can come back to the revoke authority. So I can come back here and I have created this particular token. I can simply copy this one. Now I can come back here in the revoke authority. And if I paste this one right now, you can see that I have created this particular token with this particular account. If I want to revoke the freezing authority, I can simply click here. So first, let me copy this one and show you the data. So if I come back here, paste here, click on this fetch, I hold the authority of minting and freezing. But if I want to revoke any one of this, I can do that. I can come back here, I can paste here, and I can call this revoke freezing authority. And it's going to make a call. Once the transaction will complete, I can able to revoke the authority. So it cannot be freeze. I can simply click on this confirm. and the transaction will complete. I can come back here, can paste here, I can fetch here. So I have successfully revoked the freezing authority. In the same way, you can revoke the minting authority. So this is how you can able to manage the revoke and minting authority. I hope you have understood. So this is the complete project which you're going to build. I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included. Every single thing is dynamic. Every single thing is absolutely powerful. So right now you can see that how we are transferring the funds. So if I come back to the account number 1, you will find that we have this much fund, like 8. And I can come back to the account number 2. And when I will create the token, that particular admin will receive the fund. So I can simply come back here. I can simply call this CCCCC. I can give the, let's say, symbol CC. I can, let me remove this one. I can give the description, copy, paste here, and it's going to be a 9 decimal. I can simply paste. I can give the image, and I can simply click on this create, and it's going to make a call. Once the transaction will complete, we'll pay the fee, including the gas fee as well. We have combined in a single transaction. So here you can see we are paying the fee. Click on this confirm. Just a moment, it's taking a little bit time. Finally we got it. Now click on confirm and the transaction is processed. The transaction is completed and we have paid the fee. You can see it went down. If I go back to the account number 1, there you will find, reload the page, there you will find that we have received, it's went up to 15, earlier it was 14. So that's how you can receive the fund. I hope you have understood that how every single thing is looking good, every single thing is dynamic, every single thing is 100% responsive for different screen sizes. It's really powerful. You can simply click here and you can go to side menu and you can go to different tab. You can turn on lighten mode. You can go back to the mainnet. It will work absolutely fine. So if you want to do the transaction on the mainnet, and I can see I don't have enough fund for performing the transaction on the mainnet, but I can able to perform, like if I want to view the data, like this is the token I have on mainnet, and if I want to check the authority, I can do that. I can come back here, paste here, click on this fetch info, and it's going to show me the authority. So currently no one hold the authority of minting and freezing. It has a fixed supply. In the same way, if I want to get the metadata of this particular token, I can paste here and click on this, and it's going to fetch out the metadata of this particular token, the image. Come back here and you can see you have this one. So every single thing is looking good. I hope you have understood that how this application would work. So every single thing is looking good in this particular project. Now let me show you how you can download the starter file so we can start following the complete project. To get the starter file and all the assets for this particular project, you can come back to the blockchain coder. Here you will find tons of projects we have on our channel. Simply go back to the source code section. There you will find all the project we have built on our channel, and you can simply download the starter file and start building the project. So come back here, click on this recent project, and here you will find the advanced Solana. Click on this and you can simply click on this get starter file. You will come back to the GitHub repository and you can simply clone this repository. There you will find all the folder and file structure we have utilized. You can easily able to have the look that what version of models of the packages which we are using. So every instruction is given to all of you guys. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back to the blockchain coder and I'm going to simply download the source code and show you that how you have to do the setup once you will get the final source code. Once you will get the final source code, you will get the zip file. You have to extract this zip file and you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code of this particular project. So this is what exactly we go to execute. So open up your VS Code, go back to open, go back to download, and I have my code right up here. Select and click on open. Now let me give you a complete walkthrough of the folder and file structure we have utilized in this particular project, that how you have to do the setup, what are the features we have included, and how this entire application would work. So the very first folder we have in our project is the component, in which we have included all the structure we have developed for this particular project. So the very first folder we have inside the component is the layout, in which we are managing the header section and sidebar section. So you can simply able to do all the modification. If you want to remove some of the sidebar features, you can simply do that and do the editing from your end. You can come back to the header, and from here you can able to do the modification in your branding, in your logo. That's all you can able to do. Every single thing is 100% dynamic, so you can easily able to make all the modification from your end as per your branding. So simply close this one. This is the layout we have. Then the next one we have is the authority management, and from here you can allow user to control the authority of the token. As you can see in the demo, how we have transferred the authority for transferring and minting. That's all we have here. The next one we have is the freeze account. In that we have built the complete source code of freezing any account for performing any transaction. So you can simply play around with this value and you can is able to do the customization in the CSS. The next one we have is the icon. So we have keeping all the icon which we are utilizing in our project. So this one is a sun, moon, and upload icon. The next one we have is the layout, where we have to manage the layout of our project. So here you will find that we have the icons and we are simply managing the light and dark mode. The next one we have is the network status. So we are displaying that which network user is connected, including the signed period and the block data. So that's all you will find here. The next one we have is the revoke authority. So this feature will allow the user to revoke the authority from the token, so the user cannot able to mint or freeze, or it will be autonomous token. So you can simply able to change the text and all the things which you can able to modify. The next one we have is the token authority. From there you can easily able to transfer the token, minting and freezing. That's all you can do. And here we have the complete source code of this huge project. The next one we have is the token creator. So this one is the feature we have included, where user can simply create the token, and when the user will create the token, we're going to make commission. So you will find that this is the complete architecture we have provided different variables, different feature. That's all you will be able to find here. The next one we have is the token list. In this section we are fetching all the token from the user wallet, that how many token he or she hold, and that's what we are displaying in our component, so they can easily able to find out their token which they hold. Then the next one we have is the meta data, token metadata, and from there we can easily able to read the token metadata, and user can do the investigation, or you can do the research about a particular token and find out the details like IPFS, images, name, description, URL. That's all it's reflecting fine. The next one we have is the token metadata viewer. So user can simply able to view the metadata, save in the history. That's all we have here. That's powerful. The next one we have is the token overview. So user can simply add the token overview about a project. So if the user have created any token, they can simply save the details and add it in the DApp. So later they can simply do the analysis and share in a different platform. That's what we have here. The next one we have is the transaction history. So here we're going to display all the recent transaction which users have done in the wallet address, and that's all we are fetching and displaying, and providing the block explorer URL as well. The next one we have is the wallet token. So here we'll find all the token which a particular wallet hold, and that's what we're going to display, so user can know that what are the wallet he or she hold. So this is the entire folder and file structure, the component we have designed for this particular project. Each component will provide one particular feature. That's the strategy we have followed. So let's close this one. The next one we have is the context in which we are managing the theme, because we have the light and dark mode. So here you will find that context management we have built for the theme. So simply close this one. Close this one. The next one we have the images. Here we have given all the images about the component, so you can see what are the components we're going to build. That's all you will find. So this is the exact project we go to code every single thing from scratch, and what are the section we have. That's all is given, so you can able to have the image and have a look. The next one we have is the page. So it's going to be a single page application. So here we have this app.js. We have done the entire wallet configuration. You can see we are getting this RPC for Solana blockchain for the mainnet from our environment variable. So all you have to do is to change in the environment variable. The moment you will do the environment variables and put your variables, everything would be working absolutely fine. So you don't need to make any changes in the code. All you have to do is to make the changes in the environment variable. Let's close this one. The next one we have is the index.js. There you will find this is the complete homepage of our application. We have the different network configuration, and we have all of this component which we are utilizing and providing here. So we have built this single page application providing different tab system. That looks good. So this is our page. The next one we have is the public, in which we have the logo for our light and dark mode. Make sure to give the exact name and change the image of your logo. Close this one. The next one we have is the style, in which we have the global style for our tailwind, because that's what we are using for styling our application. And here we have custom color for bringing the feature. Close this one. The next one we have is the utils. In that we have a couple of functions which will allow to use it regularly. So first one is we have is the network configuration. So we have to identify that which network user is connected, devnet or mainnet, and based on that we have to perform the transaction and fetching the data. So that's what we have here. The next one we have is the pinata. So we have to upload the IPFS image and details and description about the token. So here we have the function for pinata which allow us to do that, and that's all we have to do. All we have to do is to simply provide our environment variable, and everything would be working fine. The next one we have is the storage, and this will allow us to manage the storage in our local system. So when the user will create the token, we're going to store the data in the local storage, so we can display that this is the token you have created, or you can store any other details. So that's the feature we have included. So we have tons of function for storing different data. Let's close this one, close this one. Now come back to the most important thing, environment variable. And all you have to do is to provide all of this variable. So you have to get your own Pinata API key and secret key, which will allow you to upload the document to the IPFS like description, name, symbol, images, which we have to upload to the IPFS for metadata. So you have to get your Pinata API key and secret key. And here you have to provide your wallet address, your Solana wallet address where you want to receive the funds. So whenever we are charging this much fee for allowing them to create token, and this one is a testing variable, it's not that important, just keep it as it is. And here you have to get your own RPC URL from Acmele, which we're going to use to fetch the data from the mainnet. So this is the only place where you have to do the changes and put your variable, and everything would be working fine. Now I can simply close this one. Now come back to the code setup. I have already given you the instruction. So every single thing is given, which you can watch. Now let me close this one, come back to the next config, just keep it as it is. Come back to the packages and file. Here you will find all the latest packages which we are using. So we are using this MetaMask token, we are using the adapter, React, UI, wallet. So all of these packages is very suitable and very regularly usable in the industry when it's come to building an application like Solana. Close this one. Then we have the post CSS, keep it as it is. Here we have the readme file which you can read, and I have provided all the instruction, all the resources which you need to follow. So if you want to get your API key and secret key, you can go back to the Pinata. If you want to get your RPC URL, you can go back to Acmele. You need to have a phantom wallet. If you want to have a free faucet for Solana, which you can use for testing, and go back to the Solana playground. So every single thing is provided to you here. If you come back to the Tailwind configuration, here we have done the configuration for our folder and file structure. So I have called this component with a small c, and I have also called this component with a small c. So if you keep it as a small, make it small. If you keeping it at a capital, makes it capital. Okay, because Tailwind is a case sensitive. So this is the entire folder and file structure which you have in the project. Now, the very first thing we have to do to execute this particular project, we have to get our environment variable. So first we have to get our Pinata API key and secret key. So to get that, we have to come back here, go back to the blockchain coder. Let me minimize this one. Click on the new tab and type Pinata Cloud. And this one is a really powerful platform which allow you to get your Pinata IPFS key, which you can use for deploying the document like metadata to the IPFS. So I already have my account. Make sure to create your account, verify your account. When you will create your account for the very first time, it will take up to like 5 to 6 hours. And when you will create your APK, it will take up to 3 hours to get fully activated. So let me quickly log into my account. Make sure to create your account and verify it. So I have already created my account, and here I'm logged into my dashboard. There you will find all the project which I have uploaded to the IPFS, all the images which I have uploaded. So to get your API key, you can come back here, API key, and here you will find that I have already created a bunch of API keys for this particular project. So to create a new one, you can click on this new key, and here you will have this option. You can give your name. So I'll say ADVANZ, Advanced Solana. Make sure you don't need to give a space. That's what I have given. I need to have the access of all of these features like hash metadata, pin by hash. So click on this admin and you will have the access of all of this. And from here, you can able to set the limit that how many files you want to upload in this particular API key, because in the free account, that's the account I'm using, you can upload up to 1,000 data in a free account. So that's what I can do. And I can simply say, let's say 1,000. That's the maximum I can set in the free account. Now click on this generate API key and it's going to generate the API key. And here you will give bunch of options. So you can get through the JWP token in the backend, but we need the API key and secret key. So simply copy this one. After the video, I'm going to delete it. So you have to get your own. So this is my API key. And now I have to get my secret key. So simply copy. And that's what I have to provide. So make sure to get your own. Don't use this one because I'm going to delete and it will not work. And it has a limit access. Now, once you're done with your API key and secret key, now you have to get your address of your wallet where you want to receive the fund. So to get that, you can come back here and I'm going to simply close this one. I already have my Phantom installed. So I hope you have installed Phantom. If you don't, click on this Phantom wallet. You will come back here and you have to install Phantom in your Chrome browser. So simply click on download. It will take you here and you can simply add that. Once you will add that, I have logged in my Phantom wallet and you can see that I have already enabled my test. By default, it will be activated as a mainnet. So you can simply come back here and you can go back to the developer setting. And from here, you can simply turn on the test mode. So this is what you will get as a default. Right now I don't have any fund in my Solana because it's my test account. I can simply click here and you have to activate the DevNet because there we go to do all the testing. So let's activate this and we are connected with the DevNet. Now close this one. And here you will find that I already have bunch of token and already have Solana, this much Sol for doing testing of the application. So I'll switch back to the account number one and there you will find that I have bunch of tokens. So what I will do, I'll simply click here and I'm going to simply deactivate all of this. Let's deactivate this one. I have bunch of token which I have created while testing this one. So let's close this one. Now you can see I have this two token, which is my actual token, which I use in some of the testing application where build for taking, staking and all. So right now I have this and you can see I already have this much fund. So in your case, if you don't have the fund, you can simply open a new type Solana Playground ID. And this one is a powerful platform which allow you to deploy the contract. It's just like a remix ID for Solana blockchain. So we can simply connect our wallet. So what I will do, I'll simply click here and I can see that it's connected with the local wallet address for this playground. I'm going to simply switch and I'll click here and I click on this connect to Phantom. It will be connected. So I have to connect with account number one because that's what I'm going to use. So I'm connected. Now I can click here and click on this airdrop. So it's going to give me the airdrop. Right now you can see it's filled because I have enough fund. So this is the account which I'm going to use for receiving the address, receiving the fund. So I'll simply come back here and that's the account I'm going to provide the address. When the user will create this much fund, we're going to receive in this particular void address. So we have done with this. This one is the addition. We'll just keep it as it is. Now you have to get your own ECMLI URL from ECMLI RPC URL. So you can get it very easily. Simply close this one, and I can close this one as well. Simply open a new type ECMLI. This one is a powerful platform which allow you to get the RPC URL and multiple feature which you can get from ECMLI. So make sure to create your account, verify your account. I already have my account, so I'll simply signing straight away. And once you will sign, you will have a similar dashboard just like this. No matter when you are watching, there would be changes here and there. You can see the number of requests which is coming on because some of the packages, some of the project which is live, and I'm making a lot of requests on the dive. And I can click on this view all of this project which I have created. So you can create a new project. I can't create new project because there is a limit of 5 because I'm using the free account. So I'll come back here and I'm going to use, let's say this one, main. Click here and here you will find all the metrics which you can see. You can see the setups, how you have to do it. You can check the network and then you will find all the different endpoints which you have to use. So what I will do, I have to get the Solana. You can get from multiple one, Ethereum, Opnum, Shape, that's all you have. But we have to get the Solana one. So come back here and let me find it Solana. Here we have the Solana. So all you have to do is to simply get the mainnet because the RPC URL we are using for the DevNet, it will work absolutely fine because we are using this RPC endpoint provider, this cluster one. So it will work absolutely fine in the DevNet, but we have to provide our custom endpoint in the mainnet. So that's why we need this. So simply copy this one and that's what you have to provide here. I'll come back here and that's what you have to provide. Make sure to get your own and I have provided. So we have provided all of this environment variable and that's the only thing we have to do. Once you get all of that, now we are ready to test our application. So what I will do, I'll simply open up my terminal. First, I have to do the installation. Simply type npm I and it's going to do the installation of the project. There you will find the installation is started. And once the installation will complete, we are ready to test our application. So you can see we are getting a couple of warning. Just ignore this. It's depreciated because we are using the combination of the latest model and the previous model because some of the previous model we need for better stability in the project for the long run. And right now I'm using the latest node version in my system. That is the reason why I'm getting this lot of depreciated. So if I show you my node version, I have the latest 122 and it's absolutely fine. If you have the old version, it will work absolutely fine. But if you face any error, make sure to upgrade and downgrade and check your node version which is compatible with your system because different operating system has a different compatibility. But we have taken the global approach so it can work with all the modules. We are getting a couple of vulnerabilities. Simply ignore that because we are using the combination of old and latest model for better stability. So what I will do, I'll simply clear up my terminal and I can start the application. Simply type npm run dev, and it's going to start the application on localhost 3001. Localhost 3001. Simply open this one. In your case, it could be start on localhost 3000. So I'll simply come back here and paste here, and you can see the application is running absolutely fine. Just a moment, soon the application will reload, and you can see we have our application up and live, and now we are able to test. So right now I'm not connected with my wallet, so I can simply connect. So I can simply see light and dark mode, perfect. I can click on this select wallet, and it's going to give me the option because I have Phantom wallet installed, and that's the most powerful package you will have for making the transaction on a Solana ecosystem. Click on this Phantom, and it's going to simply connect with account number one. Simply click on connect, and finally I'm connected. You can see it's reflecting my balance, and it's telling me that I'm going to pay this much fund for creating the token. So let me click on the dark mode because that's what I like most. Here you will find that you can go back to the different tab. It looks absolutely perfect. It's fetching out all the transaction which I have done with this particular account on the DevNet. That's also looking good. If I show you my token, it's fetching, and here we have that one. Perfect. If you come back to the token authority, this is also looking good. So here you can provide the address, and I can do that token management, revoke authority. I can give the address and I can revoke the authority, metadata, and we have the metadata viewer. So every single thing is working fine. All the tabs is looking good. Now let's test the feature. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a token. So I can give the name. So let's call this empty, and you have to give a description. So I can simply come back here and I can get some description, but you have to give an actual description for your token. Let's give that one, and from here you can able to select the decimal point which you want to assign. 9 is the most popular one. That's what we are focusing. But if you are moving towards the stable one, you can go back to 6. But 9 is the most usable, which you will find on the Solana blockchain. So you can simply upload the image, click here, and I have to pick a logo for my image. So I can come back here and I'll go with this particular one. Like I can go with Daulat Hussain, and here it's uploaded. You can see the name reflecting fine, and this much money I'm going to pay for creating the token. So let's click on this create token, and it's going to make a call. Just a moment, it's reloading. Soon it's going to open our Phantom wallet. So first it will deploy our metadata to the IPFS, and once we get the confirmation from the IPFS, it's going to open the Phantom wallet. You can see we are paying the fee this much. Now click on this confirm, and the transaction is in the process. Once the transaction will complete, you will get the details about the transaction which you have done. So you can see we have the mint address of the token, which I will copy. Here we have the IPFS URL, which you can simply share. This much amount we have paid. This is the minting authority we have. This is the freezing authority we have. And here we have the update authority. So we have created our token successfully. Now, if you come back to the my token section, there you will find the token which you have created. It's right somewhere below here. So what I will do, I'll simply come back to the token overview, and from here I can able to save the details, or I can simply come back to the metadata viewer or my token metadata. You can see this is the token which we have created. You can see the minting authority, you can see the decimal point, you can see the metadata URL, the image looking absolutely fine. If you want to see the metadata viewer, you can simply paste the minting address, and you can click on this fetch metadata, and it's going to fetch out the metadata for this particular token we have created. So we got the details, the description, the decimal point, that's all we have provided. So this is how the user will create the token. Now, if I show you that if my wallet, in that you will find the token we have created is also going to reflect here. So sometime it will take a little bit time for the indexing. So it will soon create and reflect here the token. Now, if I want to create a token from a different account for this one, right now you can see I have a bunch of tokens. So I can do that very easily. I've changed my account and I have reload the page. Once I will change and reload the page, I can get the option, click on this Phantom wallet, and now it's going to connect with account number 2. So click on this connect, and I'm connected. Right now you can see I have this much fund and I'm on account number 2. So let me quickly create a token. So also with NN, and I can give the description, and this time I will go with the 6 decimal point, and I can upload this, and here it's uploading. Click on this create. First it's going to upload, and this time you will find that we're going to pay this much money because earlier the admin created the token. You can see we are paying the fee, and this fee will go straight away to the admin. Last time we have created the token, I've created with the admin account, which I have used for receiving and creating. So that's why in that we haven't transferred the fund. You can see we have done with that. Now you can simply come back here token metadata, there you will find the one which you have created, the name and description. So we have also added a filter system. So based on the wallet account, this data was going to be filtered. If you come back to the metadata viewer, you can simply paste here and it's going to have the details. Click on this fetch and it's going to give you the details about the token. Boom. So we got that. Now, if you come back to the search history, there you will find all the token search which you have done, and you can select anyone and you can able to have the details. Perfect. So that's how the user can create token and mint. In the same way, we can easily able to allow them to revoke. So what I will do, I can come back here and this is my token. I can simply copy this one. And right now I can come back to the manage authority. And from here, I can able to simply transfer my authority to any particular wallet address. So I have to give my token address, then I have to pick the one and I have to give the new address. Now I can come back to the token authority and here you will find simply give the address and I can click on this fetch info and I can see the authority I have. It's like minting authority and freezing authority because this is the wallet I am used connect. And currently there is a zero supply. So if I want to mint token, I can do that. I can simply copy. I can give the recipient address. It could be anyone and I can give the supply which I want to generate. So I click on this mint and it's going to make a call and soon the transaction will complete and will mint the token. So here we are minting the token. You can see the fund we are paying and click on this confirm. So once the confirmation will come, you can see we have minted the token. We have minted the token. We have to click on this mint and that's it. We have successfully minted the token. We got the confirmation and the balance is reflecting fine. In the same way, if you want to revoke, you can do that. So this is what exactly you will get in the final source code. I hope you have understood that what are the features we have included. In the same way, you can easily able to change your network. So if you want to go in the mainnet, you can able to do that very easily. And here you can able to connect it with the mainnet. Right now, I say that I don't have enough fund in my mainnet for performing any transaction, but I can use all of the feature I can use. There is no transaction I have done with this account because it's my test account. And if I want to manage the token authority, like for checking the token, I can simply come back here. Perfect. What I can do is I can simply go back to the mainnet and there you will find all the token which we have available. So if I want to check the metadata of a particular token, I can do that. I can simply go back to the USDC and I can simply copy the address of this particular token. So this is the token address. I can simply copy that one and I can come back to the project and then you will find that here we have it. So I can see this. I can give the address. Right now I'm connected with the mainnet. I can give the address. I can click on this fetch info and it's going to give me the details that minting authority and freezing authority, which account holds. So in this way, you can easily able to manage and you can see that we are getting this error for fetching the freeze account on the mainnet because this one is a pro feature for Acmeli. So you have to upgrade your Acmeli account and get the updated RPC URL. So this one is the free one. That's why we are getting it. But once you will update your account, you can easily able to have the data of this one. But it's not that important. So this is how you can manage. I hope you have understood. Now let me show you that how you can deploy this application on internet. Now let me show you how you can deploy this application online so other can start using your project. So you can come back to the readme file and there you will find all the details I have provided, that which hosting provider you have to use. So you can use Hostinger, which is really powerful and they have incredible support. They have backup system and currently they are offering more than 55% discount. So you can simply copy this one and you can simply copy, come back here, click on this, paste this URL. And when you will use this particular URL, you will get 50 to 70% discount on your first purchase. So from here, you can able to read about this particular hosting provider. It's really powerful and they have an incredible support and backup system. So currently they are offering in a very cheap price. I'm from India, but no matter which part of the world you are, you will get a 75% discount in all the services which they are providing. So if you come back here, you can able to compare that which package you want to take. So if you are starting up with a small project, you can pick this one, but I would highly encourage you to take the premium one, which is very much affordable and you can easily able to have a lot of feature in that. So you can see what you will get in the premium. You can pick any one. Starter, for this one is for single website and this one is for multiple website, in which you will have a lot of extra feature. So you will have up to 10 website you can host, manage hosting like monthly visitor, storage. That's all you will find. You will also get a free domain in the premium plan, which you can use it. You will have a dedicated IPFS. If you want to use WordPress management, you can do that. If you can see the AI hosting builder, you will get that. You will have the security modules. You will have the support. So they will give you incredible support. Like all the project which I have built, the support is absolutely incredible. What are the other things you will get? You can simply compare your plan. So you can pick either single if you are going with this particular project, or you can go with the premium if you want to scale it up and have more visitor. So I'm going to buy the premium feature for this particular project for deploying. So click on this choose plan and you will come back here. So you can create your account. I'll go to select Google for it, click here, and I have to pick my account which I'm going to use for creating. So I'll select this one and just move it in my cart section. So here I can able to find the details about the service which I have picked. It's a premium one, and by default it will be selected 48 month. But I want to show you as a demo purpose, so I will go with 1 month. But I would encourage you to pick either for 24 or you can go for 48 month. In that way, you will have the maximum discount. So I'll pick 1 month, and here it's going to cost me this. And I want to also get the domain, because currently to get a free domain it's available in 12-month plan. So if you buy the 12-month plan, then you will get a free domain, but it's not available in 1 month. So I'm going to simply buy a domain right from here. So I'll say coders dash projects. So this is the domain name which I'm going to pick. And here you will find that what are the domain name is available. So you can pick from yours end. And I have to find the like cheapest one is going to be this one. It's very cheap and it's going to be valid for 1 year. So finally I have bought the domain. It's valid for 1 year, and I can select the extension I want to use if I want to pick any one, but I'm okay with this, the store one. And this much money I have to pay, so I have to simply click on this continue, and here it's going to redirect me right up here. Finally I'm redirect here in the payment page. So let me quickly make the payment. So I'm buying two things, like first is the hosting premium and the domain, and you can see that I'm paying very minimum. It's just for 1 month I'm buying. So let me continue with the payment. So finally I've done with the payment. After completing payment, I'm redirect here. So you can simply select my business, and you can simply click on next, and it will ask you a couple of things that how you want to create, like migrate a website, grant as a developer to do for me, or you can simply go to this instance. Here it will ask you to pick different providers, like you want to use the hosting website builder, or you can do anything. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to open a new tab, because once you do that you can simply come back here to hostinger, or I can simply copy this one to get it to my account. So I'll simply paste here. So make sure come back to the hostinger. We have done with account creation. Now I can simply log into my account straight away. And finally you can see after creating my account, I have successfully logged in, and you can able to find the dashboard. Now I can easily able to see all the details. So if I come back to the domains, there you will find that my portfolio, I can able to see the domain which I have bought. So this is the one which I have bought, and I haven't done the setup. So to do that, I can simply click on this setup, and here it will ask me that how I want to do the setup. I can set the country, which is India. I can set it for personal, or I cannot set it for organization. So you can set it for anything. The setup is going to be exactly the same. So let's select for organization, click on next step, and here you have to fill out all the details about your domain, so it would be registered. So make sure to fill out the details properly. Now I can click on this finish registration, and here you will find that my domain is getting registered based on the detail which I have provided. So that's the first thing you have to do. Go back to your domain and do the proper registration, so you will have a valid domain available which you can use in your project. So here you can see it will complete soon. So the setup is completed. Now I can click on this continue, and I will come back to my dashboard, and here you will find the details. If you go back to the domain, then you will find that the domain verification isn't pending, because it's happening the verification now. Soon it will complete. Now once we're done with that, now you can come back to the website, and here you will find the list of websites. So click here, and right now we don't have any website yet. So what we have to do is we have to simply upload the code we have generated back here, and now we have to generate the HTML file. So this is the command we have to execute. So open up your terminal. Now simply type npm run build, and this is going to generate the static file which we have to upload to our project. So finally we have generated, and this is the our folder which we have to upload. So once we're done with that, now we have to simply minimize it. Now I can come back here, and here we have to do the setup. So we say start, continue setup, click here, and you will come back here, and here you will ask you that how you want to provide and host the application. So we'll say empty HTML website. So click on this, and from here you have to pick the domain which one you want to use. So this is the domain which we have bought, so I'm going to select this one. I've selected that. Now I can click on this next, and it's going to simply go to the next step. And from here, I can select the region of my location. So based on your audience where you are targeting, you have to pick. I will go with India, which is going to cover almost every single portion. So I'll simply select continue, and here the project is initialized. So we are successfully creating the project. Let's wait. Once the project will create successfully, then we can easily able to perform the transaction. And here you will come back to your dashboard. From there you can able to control the entire website. Here you will find all the thing which you have in your control, like hosting plan. You can able to check the performance, you can able to check the analytics, security, email, domain, website files. That's all you will find here. Right now you can see we have selected this domain, that's what we have connected, and currently this domain is not activated. It will take up to 24 hours because just now we have created and bought the domain. And here you will find the details about the domain. So if you click here, and you will have the details about the domain, the activation, the verification is in the process, the email ID and the price. That's all you will find. If you come back to the DNS name server, from here you can able to configure any DNS which you want to configure, like you can child name DNS. That's all you will find. Domain ownership, that's all you can able to check. So come back here, I'll go back to the home, and here we will find all the projects. So I'll go back here, go back to the website list, and I can select the website I have, go back to my dashboard. So I'll come back to my dashboard. This is the hosting, this is the email. So if you want to set the email, you can do that. Now we have to upload our code. So our website is running smoothly. Now to upload the code, all we have to do is to simply click on this file manager, and it will open this particular model, and from here you have to upload our file. So we have to simply click here, go open this particular folder, and we can simply delete this one. It's not that important. Simply delete this one, and we have to upload the folder. So click here, and here we can simply upload a folder or upload a file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply close this one. I'm going to open my project which we have here. So this is the one we have, and this is the output folder we have generated. In that we have the complete source code of the project. So all we have to do is to simply select this one and drag and drop here and close this one. You can see the folder and files is got uploaded successfully. Here we have all of things, every single thing is looking good. This is the 404, and this is the starting page of our application. If you open that, there you will find all the details. Perfect. So let me close this one. Now let me give a quickly reload, and here we have uploaded that. Now you will find that, come back to the packages and the file manager, and you will find the files we have uploaded successfully. It's reflecting here. Insert the public folder. Got it? So this is the one thing you have to do. Now come back to the dashboard, and here you will find that our code is successfully uploaded. Now if you click on this preview, it will open it up, and right now our domain is not live. That's why we are previewing from Hostinger. But when it will go live, you can easily able to interact. So our application is on internet. You can see that looks fine. So I'm going to simply close this one, and I can simply come back here. I have to wait for at least 24 hours to get it activated. Once we'll activate, the website is live, and you are easily able to interact and make the transaction. If you want to clear the cache, you can simply click on this preview, and you can able to have the details about the cache. And this one is really powerful because sometimes what happened, we make any changes in the project and we don't want to have the same copy of the code in different browsers. So we have to clear the caches. We can simply click here, and you can able to clear all the cache. So let's clear all this clear cache, and the cache is clear. So it will take up to 24 hours to get fully activated. I hope now you have understood that how you can easily able to deploy application to Hostinger and how you can make it live. Once it will get fully activated, the link will appear here, and you can easily able to view the application. So I have to wait for 24 hours, but you can simply and you can see the preview, it's there. I can click on this, it's going to open. I can simply connect my wallet. Let me give my credential, and here I am connected. Perfect. Now I can able to make all the transactions. So our application is hosted perfectly. So I hope you have understood that how you can deploy application to Hostinger and how you can manage it. Now your application is live on your own domain, on your hosting platform. Take in this particular project, and you can come back to the blockchain coder. Then you will find all the resources we have in the project, which you can able to have a look, and you can start building and launching. So this is the exact thing we're going to develop from scratch, where you're going to learn every single thing about the models we have utilized in the project. So with that, I'm ending this video. I hope you would have understood everything. Now, if you want to get the final source code, you can simply come back here and take the final source, and that's going to give us a very valuable contribution to upgrade But I would also encourage you to come back here and check all the project we have built on the channel. So we have more than 60 project which will help you to understand to build a different application. Or you can simply come back here in the blockchain coder. This is the pro course which I have launched. In this you will learn complete blockchain development
Welcome
and all
back.
the technology which you have to know to master as a blockchain developer. So you're going to build like NFT marketplace, which is most complex smart contract we're going to build. You're going to build 5 different contracts which are going to be communicating. You're going to master Solidity programming language. You're going to learn about the Web3 ecosystem. You're going to have a crash course on HTML, CSS, and all the tools which you need. And here we have the security and optimization. You're going to also learn about the backend API development. So check this all. That's all you will have in this particular course. So that's the only thing from my end. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help you in that. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.